Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be doing another tutorial, but this time I'm going to do a step-by-step tutorial to help you guys out, because the last video that I have made on the GoPro mounts fitting the Airoh Aviator helmet, I didn't really break it down that much, and I didn't really explain that much about either the fitness of the kind of stuff you need and what kind of items you need and stuff like that. So I've had a few messages on YouTube, so I am sorry about that, but this is a step-by-step tutorial to kind of help you guys out a bit more, explain a bit more about it. So first, what you want to do is you want to have some acrylic. I've got a few little pieces here which are just some little templates what I've made. But what you want to do is you want to have some big piece of acrylic. I had a big square piece, but up to you whatever size or shape it is. But what it's got to be, it's got to have 5mm. That's what I used. And then what you want to do is you want to get the mount that you get with the GoPro. You want to have the flat mount, not the curved mount. And what you want to do, you want to put it on top of the acrylic, and you want to cut it out. I used a fret saw, but you can either use an axe saw or anything else that you want to use to cut it out. It's up to you. It's your choice. But I used a fret saw, like I said, made it a bit better to cut out, a bit easier. So that's the first step. Right, now for step 2, what you want to do is once you've cut it out and you've got your layer of acrylic, you want to cut 3 pieces out. And then what you want to do is you want to get some acrylic glue, stick them on top of each other, and then let it dry for about 10 minutes or so. I used 3 layers on my mount. I recommend using 3, not 2, because when my dad was cutting it, there's a template of 2 here. It's not very thick, it's only 10mm altogether, whereas I used 15 on my mount. When he was cutting it, the thickness, it wasn't thick enough for the helmet. It would have started coming through the other side. So like I said, I recommend using 3 layers of acrylic. Alright, for step 3, once it's dried, you'll get some layers like this, and then what you want to do is you want to go over to your helmet, and you want to kind of think where about you want your mount sit. I've got mine just behind the visor, where it's bolted on here, so I can kind of see over the top of the visor when I've got my GoPro on. And what you want to do is you want to have this is a 4-inch angle grinder. This is one of the rechargeable ones, but it's up to you. You can either use a cordless one or anything else like that. Something to just grind it with. So what you want to do is you want to go over to your mount that you've made, this one here, and you want to put it on the floor, and you want to get, I'm not going to show you because it takes a bit too long, and I got my dad to do it anyway for a bit more safety, so I recommend if you're a bit younger, get your parents or someone else to do it for you. So what you want to do is you want to get your axle grinder, and you want to start going side to side until the thickness of the acrylic starts going a bit down, so you get the nice round shape over the helmet. So what it'll do is, you can see, I don't know if you can see, yeah you can see, on my mount it's curved. So once you've got the acrylic curved, you want to kind of make sure it fits. If it fits, which it might take about 10 to 20 minutes depending on kind of if you've got it right or whatever. And then what you want to do is you want to get some sandpaper, and you want to just rub it so it doesn't scratch all your helmet and stuff like that. So that's step 3. Right, I'm back now with step 4. For step 4, what you want to do is you want to get the mount that you get with the GoPro. You want to have the flat mount, not the curved mount. And what it'll do is that will sit on top of the flat surface of the acrylic, and then the curved bit, once it's all nice and set up and ready for the helmet, you want to put it on top like that and get the mount. You want to pull the adhesive off first, actually. You want to stick it on and just press it down for about 2 or 3 minutes, make sure it's stuck on properly. And then what you want to do is, I haven't got it on me, but you guys should know what I kind of mean. As you can see on the bottom of the mounts, you get the adhesive, the sticky pads. You can get some spare sticky pads or any big roll of sticky tape, anything like that, from any shop like B&Q or probably some little places like that, warehouses. That's what my dad used. And what we did is we got some more of the sticky pads, took them on top, cut them out the size of the mount, and then stuck it on the bottom where it's curved. As you can see from mine, the kind of grey colour is the mount, and then underneath it's stuck on by some the adhesive sticky pads that we brought. Right now guys, for step 5, what you want to do is, after you've stuck all the adhesive underneath the custom mount and stuck the GoPro mount to the acrylic and stuck it all together, you want to hold it, and you want to kind of think about where you want the mount set, either here or whatever. I've got mine about centimetre and a half away from that part of the visor, so I have my GoPro just like looking over here, so it's kind of, you can see the Aero helmet sticker here, and it can actually see the floor pretty good. So that's why I kind of like my my GoPro sitting, because some people either have it too high or too low, and it's your choice, to be honest. So that's where I have mine. So once you've figured out all that, you want to place it on, like press it on quite hard, and then you want to do is you want to press it down for about 5 or 10 minutes. Just keep going all the way around it and press it down with your hand and stuff like that. So after you've done that, you want to leave it for about 5 minutes, just leave it settle on its own. So after about either 10 or 15 minutes, or however long, it's up to you, to be honest, however long you leave it, you want to go to the mount, and you want to try and wobble it and move it backwards and forwards and stuff like that. If it doesn't come off, obviously you've done it correctly, so well done with that. Or if it is wobbling, either you haven't stuck the mount on properly with all the adhesive, or you haven't put enough adhesive on, or either you haven't grinded it like curved enough. So what you want to do is you want to go back to that and try and sort that out again. So this is my step-by-step tutorial for the GoPro mount fitting the Airoh Aviator helmet. If this has helped, can you please like the video below and leave a comment. If you've got any problems, or you want any help with anything, just either message me on YouTube or leave it as a comment. So thanks for that guys, peace.